Hello, I'm Shannon Brinker from the Whitening Shop, and today I want to show you exactly how to utilize both of our pre-filled whitening systems from Ultradent. This one happens to be the Ultradent Advanced, and then we have our Opalescence Go tray, and both are a pre-filled whitening system, and you may have one or the other, and I want to showcase a little bit of a difference between the two today, but most importantly, how to place them correctly, and then also give you maybe some troubleshooting areas where sometimes patients get burned because they did not read and also didn't watch my video. So today I want to just walk you through quickly how to use both and really maybe give you some quick tips on those, okay? So the first one we're going to start with is the Go tray. And what you want to really think about with the Go tray is maybe just a few different things. And I'm a reader, but this is the one time I'm going to tell you that I'm going to want you to maybe follow a little bit of these directions that I'm going to give you today, because I have whitened over 2,000 patients with the Go system. And I will tell you that patients do love it, but there is a little troubleshooting with this, a little hurdle. So one of the things that I always want to show my patients and show you that are watching is both the Opalescence Advanced and the Go have a U for upper and an L for lower. Now, if you read the directions or even watched the video from Ultradent, it's going to tell you that they're putting in the, or show you they're putting in the top and they're putting in the bottom. For me, I think the best thing is to have patients put in the lower first, because we're dealing with the tongue, and get that stabilized and then move to the top. And so a couple things that you can do with this. Now, the first thing is that I always tell patients, take it, turn it upside down, right? Just take it in your hand, flip it over just like I just did, and hold it by the handle. Now, if you turn it upside down, you'll see that that tray will come out, all right? But what I want you to really look at is how much bleach is in here. It's a lot, okay? So one of the things that's really important is for patients to understand that there is a lot of bleach in here. We're gonna get to that in just a few minutes. You're gonna hold it by the handle, and I'm gonna put it in my mouth. Now, anytime we put something in our mouth, our brain thinks it's food, so it's gonna send a whole lot of saliva, a whole lot of slobber. And so what I always want to tell patients is, don't think too much about this, right? Don't overthink it. I'm going to put it in my mouth. I'm going to suck on it and count to 5, okay? Get ready. Take this out. This stays in. Now we're going to do the top. I'm going to turn it upside down, put it in my mouth, hold it by the handle, okay? Take that out. Now we've got it in. But here's what patients will do. They'll pinch it, or they'll bite into it. If you bite into it, especially with the Go, the bleach is going to go straight to the gums and it's going to irritate it. And what we find is once your gums are irritated, you're not going to whiten the next day. Remember, one of the things we know is the secret to whitening is every day, don't skip a day. And this is something that we have to tell our patients. Every day, don't skip a day. Use all 4 trays. If they got a 4-pack, use all 10 trays. If you got a 10-pack, every day, don't skip a day. This dies in an hour, okay? So it really doesn't do us any good to keep it in longer than that. I had a patient say, Shannon, I kept that in for 3 hours. It didn't do us any good, all right? So after an hour, you're gonna take it out and throw it away. Now, depending on the percentage, 10%, we can say an hour, 15%, people say 30 minutes. I will tell you, if I have patients that have no sensitivity, go ahead and keep it in a little bit longer if you want. After that, we're gonna take it out. So we're gonna take out the lower, okay? Take out the upper. Listen, this is such a mild mint flavor. If you said, Shannon, do you brush every time you take it out? I'd be lying to you if I told you I did. No, I don't. I actually like the flavor. It's very minty. It's peroxide. It's killing the bacteria, and I love that about the Go. Now, let's look at the Opalescence Advanced. Now, with the Opalescence Advanced, I will tell you that it's a little bit harder to open this one up. I think it's a little bit more adult-proof, all right? With the Opalescence Advanced, let's talk about that one. This one's a little bit harder to get into. Hello. So I'm going to just kind of work it a little bit to open it up. All right, we're going to peel that back, but it's the same really makeup. It's got a U for upper, an L for lower, okay? And again, I've had some surgery on my wrist, so sometimes it can be a little bit tough, but we're going to peel this off. Now, the beauty of the Advanced is that it doesn't have that outside tray. And so one of the questions that comes up a lot is, how do you decide? One of the things that I know with the Opalescence Go is sometimes that can be a hard thing for people to comprehend. Taking out the outside tray and throwing that away, right? Where this one, you're just putting the tray in and you're gonna suck it in, right? So let's show you how to do this one. Same thing, U for upper, L for lower. I love the fact that this one is clear and patients can see that U for upper, L for lower. Great job, Ultradent. So we're gonna start with the lower. I'm gonna turn it upside down. Now this is where you gotta be a little bit more careful with it, but notice it's flat across the top, and you can see that it's got almost like a butterfly wing is what I would call it. So it's gonna go on the occlusal surface, lingual surface, or the top of the tooth, lingual surface, and the facial surface. So we're gonna put this one in, lower again, okay? And tap it, all right? And once we're gonna suck in. Swallow one time, it's there. It's gonna suck to the teeth. All I do is just swallow one good time, and I'm on, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the top. Again, put the lower in, then put the top in, okay? Same thing, we're gonna put it in, all right? Tap it. Don't pinch. It's not a pie crust, just tap it. Then we're gonna suck again. Swallow, boom, we're good, all right? But again, going back to don't do that. Nobody walks around like that. So one of the things that I tell patients is I want you to sit in the chair, lay back, watch TV. The further back you're laying, the further back the tongue is gonna go, and most importantly, we're not going to want to bite together, and that saliva, that slobber, especially if you got a lot of saliva in your mouth, will go to the back of the throat. And the beauty is this really doesn't run, okay? If you feel like it's moving a little bit, don't be talking like me, right? Swallow again, suck in, and you're great. Now, some things that people will say is, Shannon, it's really low on my gum tissue. So one of the things you could do is put a little chapstick in that area, right? The first time or two you do it, put a little chapstick on your gums if you want. Some patients have spaces. Sometimes we'll see that. But I gotta tell you, if you listen and you watch this video and you follow these directions, not a single patient of mine has gotten burned, not one. And a lot of that has to do with me putting it in my mouth, and I show every single patient, which is why I have this in every op. And I have that in every op. You see the Go? You see the new Advanced Tower. This is what you need to do. And when we wear these, we take them out, brush really good, if you want, but I would tell you it's such a mild flavor, and most importantly, patients do love it. And so you've heard it from me. This is how I like to use both of those products. And again, making sure that you understand that, again, start with the lower, then the upper, but both are great and both have such great value. I'm Shannon Brinker. Hope you enjoyed this.